Hey everybody, so this video is to just go over real quick an integration issue with Stripe that a few people have been having, and so I thought it would make sense to do this screencast real fast to kind of just tell you what you need to do. I'm going to just cut to the chase and tell you what to do first, and then if you want to continue listening to the rest of the explanation, or if you're nervous about this solution, then you can continue on and listen to the rest of the video. But what you need to do, if you're getting an error message that says something about sending the credit card data directly to their API endpoints is generally considered unsafe, something like that, an error message like that in Stripe, you're going to need to go into your business settings and go down to integration. I'm already on that page. Now see, on my account it's new, so they don't do this to me. This only happens to accounts created, I think it was like after, I forgot the date. I think I had this open somewhere. I think it was, let's see here. If you create your Stripe account before October 6, 2017, you should not be experiencing this problem, this error. It's only on newer accounts. Okay, so just important to know that. So what you need to do if you are experiencing it is go into Show Advanced Options here, and you're going to need to click on this Process Payments Unsafely. All right, and that's what will make that error go away. Okay, so that's the solution. Now, if you want to listen to why you should check a checkbox that says to do something unsafely, I will go ahead and explain it now, because I wanted to make this really simple thing to do. But some people want to know the explanation. Hey, why should I do this if it says it's unsafe? All right, so the answer is this, and this is all over the place. If you look around on the internet and search this error message, a lot of different vendors are experiencing the same problem, and they all have the same complaint, which was kind of, why Stripe? Why are you telling our customers that this is not safe when it is completely safe? All right, so here's the bottom line. Stripe has a JavaScript library. I think it's called stripe.js, and that's what they actually want you to use. That's what they encourage people to use. But the problem is with some integrations such as GoToMyAccounts or other, usually it's with a piece of software that integrates with more than one payment gateway. Like they also work with Authorize.net or in our case QuickBooks Payments and some other ones. And that means that you usually have a credit card payment screen that is standard. It's the same screen used on all the credit cards methods that you accept, and then you're posting the transaction data up to your own server, your own software, your own API endpoint, and then from there, that server is what does the tokenizing, or actually takes the token and passes it along to, say, something like Stripe. Okay, that's the standard way that all of these kind of software vendors do this, including GoToMyAccounts. And then that allows you to support multiple payment gateways without rewriting all of your user interfaces and changing the payment screens for every single gateway you're going to support, which would be extremely difficult to maintain. Okay, so, but we still want to tokenize. We always do tokenize. So for every card processor that we support, as long as they support tokenizing, we also use their token-based system. So for Stripe, we always, we never send card data direct. We always tokenize the data, and then we store the token. So what we do is we will pass, so if it's a new card, we will take that card data over, SSL, over TLS, encrypted, to our API endpoint, and then we will pass it along using the Stripe, the server-side Stripe library will then send that over to their server to get the token back, and then we get a token. And then from there on out, everything is always using the token. And this is the same thing that the JavaScript library does, that their own library does. Their library does the same thing, except it does it on the client. It does it in the browser. And so what they do is they'll say, hey, this is a new card. I want to add a new card. The person will put their card data in. They will send it off to Stripe's endpoints, with your own little your public key, and then it will send you back a token. And with that token, you can either process a payment immediately, or you can take that token and store it so that you can recall it later again. But at the end of the day, we both end up in the same place, which is I now have a token that I can now pass to their service instead of the card data, the raw card data. We don't ever store anybody's card data. We don't ever store anything like that. We always just get the token, and then we let Stripe deal with all the PCI compliance, managing the card data on their end. Right? So the only, like I said, I'll say it one more time, the only difference, absolutely the only difference whatsoever is that they tokenize using their JS library inside the browser, and we tokenize by taking the same data, passing it up to our secure API endpoint, and then we tokenize it from the server side up to their server. So it's server to server instead of client to server. It's maybe they could actually make the case that it's less secure because it's making one more hop. It's going from the browser to our server, and then from our server to their API endpoints, whereas theirs is going from the browser directly to their API endpoint when it comes to getting a token. All right, so I hope this, maybe if you're not into programming, if you don't know systems, this is going to sound like a lot of nonsense, but I thought it was important to at least explain what we do and why we do it, because clicking on a checkbox that says something like that what you're doing is potentially unsafe is something that I think warrants explanation. Of course. All right, so what we're doing is we're going to continue the way we're doing it, unless we can figure out a way around it. I'm more than happy to implement whatever Stripe asks, as long as we still can present the same payments page to our end user. We cannot go and change and rewrite the whole thing just for that one gateway. So if they have a way to do it, we'll do it. We will absolutely do it, so that nobody has to go around and click on a checkbox like this that says something as menacing as process payments unsafely. And it was kind of funny. I was reading what other programmers were saying, what they said, and they also agreed. And they said what the checkbox should say is, yes, I know what I'm doing. I'm not using your JS library, but I know what I'm doing, and I understand, that you have to transmit your data to your own endpoints in a secure way, which you should be doing anyways. Of course, you're already doing that. So it would, if you're already doing things in an insecure way, your whole system is already exposed, even if you weren't using their JS library. So as long as you were doing things properly by normal security standards, and this is not even replacing, say, PCI compliance, you're still having, Stripe is still basically responsible in terms of PCI compliance. In other words, they're holding the card data, not you. You're still tokenizing the payment data. As you can see right here, it even says, acknowledges right here that I am using tokenized payment information to securely process payments. Understand that this account does not have this turned on, but because it was created before October of 2017, they're not giving me that terrible message saying that I'm doing it wrong. So this is a difficult situation for programmers, because we are kind of like, so what do you want us to tell new customers, like that they're doing something unsafe? That's doesn't sit very well, but we're going to now have to tell them to click a checkbox that's saying you're about to do something unsafe. So it puts people like us in a really weird predicament here. So that's why I'm making this video, even though it's 10 minutes long to explain all this, but it took me a minute and a half to tell you how to fix it. But I wanted to explain that it is safe. That's the same way we do all of our payment processing. There's no difference between this integration and Authorize.net and QuickBooks Payments. It's just that Stripe is asking you to check this box because you're not using their proprietary JS library. That's the long and short of it. So if you're getting the error message, turn this on, and if you're still encountering any kind of problem with this, just open a ticket and we'll help you out with it.